Fresh from their inaugural mission, our Rangers have thwarted yet another raid along Fern's coast, a testament to the relentless piracy from Valhorn. So we had an option that time to either execute Sven or save him, and we decided to save him, but Elias got taken captured.
Despite the Valued King's denials, his inaction against the raiders speaks volumes, tacitly permitting their continued assaults. Meanwhile in Fern, news of General Wesley's disappearance has gone public. Whispers of Iroquois foul play stirs veterans of the Traitor Prince's rebellion, kindling their thirst for revenge. Though the rebellion started as a civil war within Fern, the former Iroquois king, Zoltan's father, was never one to waste an opportunity. He pushed into a divided Fern, his armies being led by the tactically brilliant Prince Zoltan. Though initially conquering large swaths of land, they lost more than they gained once the traitor prince was defeated and Fern's armies consolidated. Crawford's ambitions to claim Iroquois gold mines were checked by Fern's King Philip, who, heeding the people's exhaustion, put an end to further conquest. For many Iroquois, the territorial losses were seen as a divine punishment for their king's ruthless governance and forsaking of the Mithravada faith. His final blunder would prove deadly as he was executed and his followers exiled, eventually coming to be known as the Mujari, headed by his son Zoltan. The current relationship between the two countries is one of fragile peace. Kings of both countries are struggling to calm their populace, as small border skirmishes between villagers have become a normal occurrence. With the Mujari growing in strength, many fear the outbreak of war is only a matter of time.
Damn it all, this fire has been out for days. We're too far behind their trail. Gerard, over here, survivors. I found these two tied up and left to die. At ease, Rangers. There's Benji. Sir? Sir, I can explain. Wesley was tipped off from a contact in the Commons. Wesley's heroics are not new to us. Keep focused. What did you find? Weapons, Gerard. Enough to wage a small war. Weeks worth of shipments directly from Duke Crawford's estate to the Mujari. King Henry, if what they say is true, it's our duty to report this to King Philip. Leveling such accusations against Crawford without evidence will have us in chains. What do you suggest, Gerard? A cache that large can't be moved in silence. Look for forgers and any correspondence witnesses. It's crucial evidence we bring before the king. Your efforts have shed light on a grave matter, yet time is against us. Get some rest, you two. Tomorrow you embark on your most dangerous mission to date. What do you make of all this talk about the general? Think someone took him? I hear he's got quite a following among the Bonds folk. Why are you asking me? Well, I just thought... I'm sorry, I shouldn't pry. No, it's fine. It's not exactly a secret. I was Bonds folk before I joined the Rangers. That's why I joined. Are you hoping to buy your family's freedom? Something like that. When we were chased from our home during the last war with the Iroquois, We had nowhere left to go. It was either starving in the woods or becoming bondfolk on the closest estate. Doesn't look much different to where we're headed to now. I'm sorry, Elena, that must have been hard on your family. It beats being food for the wolves, and besides, our Lord wasn't as cruel as some. He treated us well, even paid me to take his son's place in the barracks. So that's how you got here. How did your parents take the news? I'll never know. I left the same night, slipped them the denarii, and just disappeared. I didn't even say goodbye. They've worked themselves to the bone all their life. What little they could save up, they spent on me. I saw a chance to finally do something for them. I wasn't going to let it slip. Elania. It'll be fine, Skylar, really. It's just a bit cruel, isn't it? No matter where I go in Fern, I end up doing the bidding of some pampered lord. And these brigands we've been sent to snuff out, their crimes are likely fighting for the freedom of people like me. I don't know if I can stand being the last thing they see. Their list of crimes is long, Elania. There are ways to change Fern without killing and stealing from innocents. I know, I just need some time to think before we move out. Thanks for listening, Skylar. Of course, Elania, I'll be around if you need me. Did a great job there, Lieutenant. Keep it up. And I might have to hand over my position sooner than I like. I was just following orders. Hey, under that kind of pressure, most would have folded. But you saw it through to the end. That's not something just anyone can do. You think Ryson will forgive me? Ryson, don't lose sleep over him. He's short with everyone. If he really holds a grudge, give it a day and he'll be barking at somebody else. What about the villagers? Did they come around? All back in their homes, safe and sound. Took a few bruises, getting myself them there. But you can't blame folks for being on edge after what they went through. They left us a parting gift. A gift? I didn't expect that. Probably would have been more generous if we would have let them mount the sea snake's head on their gates. But hey, it'll do for a small crew. Hey, Captain. Hey, Abigail, I want to make sure you got the share of fresh supplies. Here, take this. Wow, is this what I think it is? If you think it's Thrillbeat, then how'd you even get this? This ain't allowed to pick it where I'm from. If you can even find it. Well, it's kind of a ranger secret in small doses. Yeah, trying to tell me we get whole bushes of Thrillbeat. Yeah, no, they'll stop your heart dead, right, Captain? That's what I wanted to warn you. Keep it in small doses and it's mostly harmless. Still give you a right kick in the rear. My dad used to use it for hunting before it was outlawed and all. Right, seems like you know more about it than I do. So I'll spare you the lecture. Just use it carefully, alright? Will do, Captain. Thanks. Alright, Rangers, get a lay of the land, Skylar, with me. We'll secure our orders from Duke Tobias. So the Rangers made it after all. Thought we'd be left to face those bandits alone. Those bandits are risking everything for a freedom we only dare dream about. Freedom. Heroes don't steal food from those barely scraping by or kill the guards defending them. The same guards that beat us at Tobias' order, you defend the very man who treats us like dirt beneath his boots. Tobias cares only for his pockets. Dreaming of freedom's easy when you have nothing to lose. For the rest of us, that dream could mean nightmares for our families. Maybe so, but I refuse to accept this as our fate. You may tolerate this life, scavenging for scraps, but I won't. At the first sign of a real chance, I'm taking back my freedom. Ah, the Rangers, good you're here. We understand there's been a brigand activity in the area. How can we be assistance, Duke Tobias? Merely past, quite through bothersome, stealing crops, kidnapping workers has been inconvenient, having my workforce diminished. Kidnapping bondfolk doesn't sound like typical brigand behavior. There's more to this motive, surely. Their motives elude me like any other pest. Nevertheless, I trust you'll squash this nuisance. We'll get it done, your lordship. I'm sure you will. I don't call the Rangers lightly, but my guards have been wholly inadequate. Here comes one now to pester me. Your lordship, the brigands have returned. They are almost at the gate. So soon? How opportune. It simplifies your task, doesn't it? And sure none of them trouble us further. Understood. I'll give the other Rangers information. Rangers, we hold them here. Do not let them get away with any supplies. is my chance. Forgive me, everyone. This is not a life worth living. I can't go back. I won't. Just please let me go. I knew the Rangers didn't blindly follow orders. I can never repay your kindness. Thank you. You're gonna stay put, Alania, so you don't get another kill by accident. Usually I take them back to the estate, but I'm thinking that's where you get the skill ring. I should have healed that round. That was not nice. I never thought I'd make it this far. No point looking back now. What do you mean he got away? He slipped away while we had our hands full with the brigands. I was told you were firm's finest, and yet you couldn't stop a single mudfoot from escaping. What's the point? Is everyone is safe now? It's not everyone, though, is it? No matter. He was always the laziest of the bunch. Good riddance. Now about my supplies. Is everything in order? We secured all the supplies. They didn't get away with anything. Most excellent. We will starve the rats before we clear out their den. And who is this revolting runt staring holes through me? This was their leader. We believe he is mute. For the best, these bandits have nothing worthwhile to say anyway. I trust you'll take care of him. You may rest in the lower quarters from now. The real mission begins at sunrise. My lord, a package has arrived from your associate. This is unusual timing. Give it here. My lord, is everything all right? Is this some kind of sick joke? Get this out of my sight. Wait, my lord, look closer. The ring. The ring? This is most troubling. Of all people, they captured him. Send riders immediately. We should have what he needs. We've delayed long enough. At once, my lord. Ricard? Yes, my lord. Prepare the men. We ride tomorrow at first light. Of course, my lord. Let's call it there.